Like they were bad kids. Like he should have known they were just gonna burn it, right? And now they're rich, and he's gonna be homeless, right? This is a solid theory, people. This is a solid theory. It is so fucking hot outside. It has been so I lost 3 pounds. I weighed myself this morning, and I lost 3 pounds, and I was proud of myself until I realized I was just dehydrated. I was so dehydrated. Like my urine was just black. It was black urine. Like it just like when I peed, it just like steam came out of my penis. That was it. That was the entire. That was it. It was just like ghosts coming out. You know what? Even though you guys are laughing about something else, my self-esteem takes it. I'm still gonna. That's fine. Like if somebody's back there telling jokes and they're not paying attention, but you're laughing. I still, like, my self-esteem still credits all of that laughter to the double entry bookkeeping I keep, like, in my heart. So, just so you know, it's okay. It's cool, guys. But our next comic is going to make you laugh. He's great. He's loud. And you're going to love him. His name is Michael Clayton, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And please give yourself a round of applause for coming out here to laugh. I know it's been a rough week for everybody. So by a round of applause, who thinks we should take the Confederate flag down? I just want to get a real good... Fantastic. You have no idea how many people I've had this argument with. It is insane. I've had it on Facebook, I've had it in real life, and the argument is always the same. Michael, listen, I know that we did one really bad thing in our past, but that shouldn't mean it should taint the flag forever. Which is an insane argument, because I'm a comic, and if I had a flag of Bill Cosby hanging in my house, people would have an issue with that. I don't think their first thought would be, oh, he must really like pudding. I think they would probably go to the rape thing. Am I right? Am I right? I think I'm right here. People that are really obsessed with the Confederate flag, they remind me of people that are really into a band from the 90s. And they're insisting that they'll come back at some point, and they just won't let it go. They'll be like, oh, I just got tickets. Their new album is amazing. They're going to get back. They're going to be right back on top. No, they're not. Collective soul is never going to be back on top, all right? Move on with your life. The Confederate flag is like the better than Ezra of flags. Just let it go and let it have its time. It is a solid band. I'm actually just using that name because my friend Derek suggested it, so you can throw him under the bus. Which I gotta tell you, I'm just in the same boat with Jeremy. I've been crying this entire time, and I've been really, really upset. The only time I had a laugh this entire time was right after the shooting. My friend Derek texted me and said, "Thank God, they said the shooter was skinny, so I know it's not you." And I was like, I have never laughed and cried at the same time so hard in my life. It's such a difficult situation. I'm a tour guide, so I know a lot about the history of Charleston. I know a lot about the good side of history and a lot about the bad side of history. And the heritage argument really bothers me because we were the home of the first public library, the first black congregation, and that's the thing you want to go to. That's what Lindsey Graham kept saying, is like, we need to keep the flag up because it's heritage. Which, why is anybody listening to Lindsey Graham? He's known to live in a fantasy world where he just says crazy crap all the time. 6 months ago, he said he thinks he can win as president. So he's already in this weird society. And then a couple years before that, he's like, yeah, I'm totally into chicks. And that's clearly BS. So why are we taking anything he says seriously? There's nothing wrong with heritage. I love heritage and I love being a part of it. But sometimes a part of your heritage sucks and you should try to move past that. And that's my opinion on that. And it's frustrating because a lot of people are trying to argue about what caused this type of crime. I've heard several people online and Facebook, Jeremy and I have argued with probably about 80 of them, saying, this is not a race issue. Are you freaking idiotic? How else the hell can it be not a race issue? He said, I'm here to shoot black people. Unless he was wearing a Donald Sterling mask and holding a copy of Birth of a Nation, I have no idea how it wouldn't be more of a race issue. And here's the thing that I want to tell you more than anything else going through all this. We've all gone through a really tough time this last week. And if you're a comic, you know who I'm talking about, but we actually lost one of the people that used to come to our open mics all the time. He was one of the victims in the shooting. And that's a really weird thing because I love my family, I love my friends. I have a special spot for my comedy friends in a way that I don't think anybody could ever imagine. And to see somebody that I know is just a really decent human being after every single crime, you know, like Michael Brown was like, you know, a thug, this guy did this guy did that. And Ty Sanders, I gotta tell you, like, I don't know him very well, but he was a good dude. And I can tell you beyond anything else, he was just a really decent guy. And he died over nothing. And I really hope that the number one thing is that I love how Charleston's coming together in all this. And it really, really makes me feel amazing. Seeing thousands of people on the bridge and all the photos was one of the best things I've seen all week. But I really hope that we also move forward and let everybody in Charleston, no matter what the race is, know that they're welcome here. And the main reason I also need that is one of my close black friends is friend Rossi Brown. You guys know who that is, right? Yeah. Right, a round of applause. Please give it up for Rossi Brown.
I love you, Rossi.
And I really want us to be able to move past this because this week Rossi told me that he thought Avengers 2 sucked. And I wanted to roast his ass so bad for having that shitty of an opinion. And I can't do it this week because it's kind of a sensitive time for the black community. So please, let's come together so I can talk about Rossi's awful movie taste and actually talk about something that should be more important than deciding whether or not somebody should be treated awfully because of the color of their skin. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you letting me have some time to vent, and I thank you for coming out and supporting live comedy.
Give it up for Michael Clayton.